Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie, and today we are back with another
Dun,
Food
dun.
Mukbang. And did you know that you can re-traumatize yourself by ordering and spending a ton of money on school lunches and having it delivered to your home as a 20-something-year-old adult?
Yay!
I love school food.
Yay!
So I just want to see if it tastes the same. Did my taste buds change? Did they elevate? Did they develop? Did they, I don't know, evolve since I was like a little horny 16-year-old? Did it change? I don't know. So today we have, okay, I'm going to read it off my little list. We've got the grilled cheese.
Bro, those are some...
This is the most
grilled
depressing
cheese.
grilled cheese I've ever seen in my life. We've got the smiley fries. We have
Those
the
are cool.
iconic school pizza. We've got the chicken
Nuggets?
rings. We've got the cheese sticks. If that's not a school lunch, I don't know what is. They didn't even give me marinara sauce, so I don't know.
Does it come with
You know,
marinara?
it does.
In
It
school?
does. It does.
It does at school. We've got the funnel cake fries. We have, these are the mini corn dogs.
Oh, yes.
I used to love the mini corn dogs.
Bro, I love school breakfast food.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me?
School breakfast
You
food?
had breakfast? Oh, we only had lunch in my school.
Yeah, and then these are the fish and cheese squares, and then the school brownies. So with that being said, we have a ton of people that are going to be going back to school in our family because we have so many freaking kids in our school. Not in our school, in our family. We had a holiday dinner party recently, and there were 6 kids in our house in total. 6 children. And you better believe that at one point I did put on my earbuds. Was it rude? Absolutely. Because I wish I could have clogged my ears with anything at that point. I would have stuffed it with these mini corn dogs if you told me to. But someone would accuse me of being a bad mother when I'm not even a mother, okay? But one kid started crying because he wasn't allowed to eat another slice of cake, and then the other kids gathered and they all started crying, and I'm like, you don't even know why you're crying. You don't even know why you're crying other than the fact that you want to cry because this other kid is crying. Raycon saved my life. That's dramatic. But seriously, they did. The holidays are great, but they're not really that picture perfect. There's hectic holiday stress, there's planning, being on the road, airport trips, going on quick errand runs. Maybe work is overwhelming because it's the final quarter. That's what they all say in corporate America, isn't it? So I always have my Raycons on me, and it's just a great everyday necessity. It makes a fantastic gift for yourself, for a loved one, because whether you're listening to music, podcasts, Rotten Mango, taking work calls, Raycons are there for you. They've got wireless earbuds, headphones, speakers that offer premium sound, useful features, an almost custom comfortable fit, and up to 54 hours of battery life. And if you're the one gifting them to other people, this is amazing for you because they start at half the price of other premium audio brands. I love my Raycons because they're so sleek and discreet. I love that they sit flush with my ears, so if I lay down, I don't have annoying stems jabbing into my head. And normally I get headaches when I have earbuds in for too long, but never with Raycons. They're so comfortable, I forget that they're in my ears. And the noise isolation, crisp. Crying child, wear. I have gifted Raycons to practically everyone in my family, and it is Sue family approved. And for the next month, Raycon will have a countdown to Christmas. So they're gonna have a new pop-up flash deal for you to take advantage of every single day. You can find Raycon in stores now like Kohl's and Walmart, but let me tell you, you're always gonna find the best deal at buyraycon.com/bis. And the Raycon website also offers free shipping, free returns, and buy now, pay later options, plus a 30-day happiness guarantee. So make sure you click the link in the description box or go to buyraycon.com/bis to get 15% off site-wide with code HOLIDAY. There will also be new pop-up deals every day during Raycon's countdown to Christmas. I'm gonna try to keep the description box updated with the latest offers, but just so you know, you can always go to buyraycon.com/bis to get the best deals available on Raycon. Thank you, Raycon, for sponsoring today's video, and let's get into the school food.
I went to public school.
So did we.
There's a couple of things I don't recognize.
That's
like,
weird.
I actually never seen these cheese sticks before.
You never
What?
seen those? Are the
These
most
are the
iconic.
iconic ones.
Really? I
Like
feel
you'll
like
see
I've
them
never-
every Wednesday.
Yeah, you're
Wednesday.
weird.
Okay, can I go ahead?
Yeah.
Let's do a cheese pull.
I haven't tried this though.
There's no pull.
You've never had smiley fries?
Bro, smiley
Oh.
fries is amazing.
Smiley fries are banging. You gotta try it. Okay, this is,
I'll go with sticks first.
guys, this is a garlic
Oh.
everything sauce. I think you're gonna want some here. I'm gonna put some
This
on your
cheese
plate.
stick is banging. It tastes so fake
Yeah.
and so good. What the hell?
Here.
Am I crazy?
Try some garlic sauce.
Oh
we
my
got some
God.
ketchup. You want
You
some
know what I mean?
ketchup?
It tastes just like school food.
Yeah,
Cheese
it is.
stick.
It's school food. Okay, let me
Wow,
try
I gotta
these
try-
cheese.
I love these
Oh.
smiley face.
Wow.
Exactly like I imagined or remembered.
They're amazing.
They're not my fave.
My favorite, honestly, are these.
They're good though.
I need syrup.
They didn't give me any of them. You know, just like school lunches, this company is cheaping out on us. They didn't give me. What was I doing? Expecting a
kids
cheese
do-
bowl.
That's not bad.
Kids are still eating this though, right?
Yeah.
The
Are
same
you
thing.
for real?
Yeah.
Oh, these sticks are so good.
They gotta change the menu.
And it's a whole debate right now, you know? When you really get into school lunches, it's pretty dark.
What?
I'm serious. It's probably a monopoly of a company that has a government contract and it's providing schools with the most least nutritious lunches with the best margins possible.
Are you
kidding?
talking about that today?
No, I'm not, but I should, shouldn't I?
you should.
And I don't even know if that's true. That's my conspiracy, okay? Because there's no way that this is. Yeah, these are pretty good.
This is insanely good.
This is the first mukbang dad that is not excited. He said,
It gets back the memories.
I'm going in with a pizza.
Oh my god. This is actually good.
It's so good.
This is actually good.
I don't know why they always made the pizza square, but I liked it.
No, our pizza was sliced,
Really?
Ours was sliced.
like triangle.
I think mine was circle.
You said yours was square? Square? Or?
Like, they would cut it like this from what I recall.
Yeah, I never seen them like this.
Oh, that was like when we had pizza parties. We had regular pizza, like from like Domino's. Uh-huh.
How do you rate this pizza?
It gives me like Sophie made it. She's not even in the public school system yet, okay?
You know, I can see why I was so excited about these. Do we have mayo?
It's not bad.
Mayo.
No, because in school, did I tell you, when I first came to America, I literally didn't know how to eat anything. So I grab a pizza and then they give you these sauce packs. And then I grab a mayo. I thought I'm supposed to do this. So I put the mayo all over the pizza and I ate it. It was delicious. So
Mayo?
every lunch, I grab a slice of pizza, 3 packs of mayo all over it. And that's the way I just ate it for years.
Ooh, is that good?
No, I hate mayo.
Have you tried it?
No.
It might be good. Do we have mayo?
No, I don't like mayo, so we never really have mayo. I'm so sorry.
I was just gonna bring back my full experience.
Can I just say that I used to be really jealous of people who ate school lunches? And I used to be really jealous of like really random food. Because my mom my mom didn't really cook, so we ate out a lot. Which sounds cool and luxurious, and it's very privileged, but it was not the best because my sister only likes like a handful of restaurants, so I was eating the same takeout every single day, and it was pretty miserable. And I just wanted like a home cooked meal. You know what I mean? Am I gonna cry about it? No. Yeah, I used to go to my like white friend's house, and my first time eating lasagna and meatloaf, I thought that was Michelin.
Bro.
I thought that was Michelin.
My first time
Yeah.
eating avocado
Avocado? How was it? How was your experience?
it was with some friends. They were cooking and they were picking out avocado. I was so confused. What?
Wait, why? China don't do that there?
No, never seen that. Heard it. I was confused. I'm like, is this a vegetable? Is it a fruit? I couldn't figure it out.
So what is it now?
What is it now?
Yeah.
Now is like
Like vegetable?
I put it on everything, bro.
yeah. Now it's just avocado.
Avocado's good.
Avocado is avocado.
I'm really scared to try fish.
Ooh. Oh wait, I had that before.
And they give you like a tartar sauce.
So yes, so
Tartar
good.
sauce.
Then
Oh, I
you're not
remember
a fan,
liking
huh?
these.
Oh,
You know what this reminds me of?
pretty good.
A fish fillet.
Yeah, McDonald's.
It tastes just like fish fillet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
cheese?
Yeah, that's cheese. Well,
Damn.
Wow, they're
they
okay.
say it's cheese.
Wow.
I don't know about these.
Hey, the world's changing, right?
No,
Why isn't the school menu changing? That's crazy.
that's what I want to know. That's what I freaking want to know. Look, come on. Is it bringing back memories?
Who wants the grilled cheese?
I tried it. It's actually not the worst on the menu.
What's the best on the table right now?
Probably the cheese sticks for me.
These.
Yes, these funnel fries.
The corn dog is good.
I think you should try that. That looks so good.
Oh my god, I used to think corn dogs were a delicacy. Oh, pigs in a blanket or something. I used to think that was a delicacy, okay?
What's pig in a blanket?
Pigs in a blanket is a mini hot dog
Sausage?
baked in a crescent roll. I call it pigs in a blanket. And I used to think that was ultimate peak culture, ultimate peak culinary experience. Flavor explosion in my mouth. Yeah.
Wow.
Tastes like corn dog.
And I was brainwashed into thinking that if I went to like an American style home and they had just one dish on the table, that was fancier. And I was embarrassed at the fact that Koreans had so much panchan.
That's so true. Oh my god.
Bro,
You were embarrassed?
like, I know
Well,
it
not
sounds
embarrassed.
like counterintuitive because panchan now, in hindsight, seems more classy and expensive because there's so many different dishes. There's so much variety. But I used to think it was so cool that like white people would sit around a lasagna and just take giant globs of lasagna and just eat the lasagna. And I was like, that's it. That's what I want in life. And that I will recreate that. I will do that. I will just grab a bowl of lasagna because I feel like in my head, that's so fancy. I don't know why. Yeah, but then, yeah, I don't know.
And then when you keep eating these, you kind of miss your Korean food.
Yeah. I miss it right now. Do you guys want some ramen?
I need some
Shut up.
kimchi.
Okay, French toast stick. Okay. 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 I'm done. I'm just kidding.
Like, I don't want to eat it, but it's like a little bit addicting. Like, you just keep eating it.
Why do I keep eating it?
Yeah.
It's bringing back so much nostalgia, though.
But not a good one, right?
Yeah, not good, but I remember loving school lunches. Like, I loved school lunches. My mom got CPS called on her ass because I loved school lunches that much. If you know, you know. Okay? Yeah, Child Protective Services. She almost got arrested because of how much I love school lunches. It's genuine. But I used to love them so much, and now that I'm having it...
Now you have to tell them the story. You can't keep
Oh, yeah.
some of them hanging now.
Yeah, I got CPS called on my mom because it was pizza during school lunch, literally pizza day. Boost pizza. I had a pizza, and my mom doesn't like to put a lot of money in my account because she didn't want me eating school lunches. She didn't think it was healthy. She didn't like it. So I had my own little cucumber sandwich. I don't know why my mom is obsessed with cucumber sandwiches. It's literally straight up like vegetables and cucumbers in a sandwich. And I got my last school lunch with the money that was in my account until my mom reloads it. But then I was so hungry. I was like, okay, let me try to get another pizza. So I go into the line, I get the pizza, and she's like, you don't have money in your account. So I straight up tell her, like, I'm really hungry and I don't eat at home. Like, I can't eat at home. And I'm thinking, my little dumbass is thinking, no one's gonna call CPS because in my head, I don't even know what CPS is. Who knows what CPS is when you're a kid?
What grade were you?
Elementary school.
Oh my
So
God.
I was thinking that they would just give me the pizza and be like, oh, poor girl, move on with their day. They gave me the pizza, and next week they gave me an interview with CPS.
Dang.
So it was like a 1-for-1. It was an even exchange. Yeah, and the CPS had to come to our house. And they interviewed my mom. My mom had like 25 fruit platters out.
Yeah, Asian moms do that.
Food platters.
Fruit platters.
Did she get mad?
My mom? I think at first she was mad, but I think it was just more oil, so. Which means like so ridiculous you can't even get mad.
Do you still remember your school lunch number?
No, do you?
What the hell?
1002933.
Bro.
I think if I ate this a lot, maybe let me know if you ate it a lot, did you get sick of it as a kid? Because maybe I only got it once in a while, so I really loved it. Because I used to love school lunches, and now
This is not bad.
I would say none of them are that bad. The pizza, I keep eating it because it's nostalgic, but I don't like the pizza or the, you know, I keep eating this too. I don't know why. I don't even like
Corn
it.
dog. You like the corn dog?
They're pretty good. You don't like it? Chicken wings.
You know, I actually didn't like corn dogs till Korean corn dogs came out.
Me too.
And I was like, okay, so this is the real corn dog.
I love corn dogs, but I'll choose a Korean corn dog over a corn
Oh,
dog
yeah.
any day.
Can we try some brownie?
Oh yeah. Here, then we'll split that one. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, I love it. I remember this taste.
Not bad.
It's like the cosmic brownies, you
It's
know.
like like a regular brownie.
Not bad.
Oh, this is good. But it tastes like a school brownie. It doesn't taste like a regular. It's like a school brownie, no?
I actually can't remember.
And I remember my school brownies were always a little cold.
But the Rice Krispie was the best.
Ah. Wow. Okay.
Daniel, did you study for exam yet?
No, I procrastinated.
Nah, me too. let's not study together.
Yeah, I procrastinated, but probably not as much as him. Did you procrastinate?
Bro, I don't know what's going on most of the time. I didn't speak English.
He came to America in high school.
I found out about what SAT means in senior year.
Wow.
Oh my god!
I was like, oh, and I need to do this in order to go to college. And people already started 2 years ago. So I'm like, whoa, okay.
Some people started in middle school.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, like a practice?
Yeah, I didn't know it was like multiple year of preparation or something. I started just like a week ahead. I was like, oh, okay, that's what we're doing.
So you kind of winged it?
Yeah, I totally winged it.
But math was easy, right?
Yeah, I was called math god after that. Yeah. Yeah. And the thing what's funny is I couldn't figure out half of the questions.
In the math section?
Question, yes.
Oh, because it uses a lot of
It's
English.
But I was I just look at the numbers and the multiple choice answers, and I was just kind of like looked at it and I figured it out. I was like, it's gotta be this one. Come on, it's obvious.
That's smart.
And I actually missed one question.
From the math?
Yeah, I actually missed one. So, but still, my econ teacher was like, oh my God, you're a math god.
Oh my God, you're a math god.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite teacher, you guys?
Mine was
Yeah.
ESOL teacher.
Yes, well.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
What is it?
Like to help your English.
What
be
does
more
stands
fluent.
for ESOL?
English.
English?
I don't even know. I don't speak English back then.
Or now.
Or now.
My sister was 6 years older than me, so that's a lot of years in between. But we went to the same high school,
Yeah.
and there was one history teacher that literally called my name and was like, "Oh, your last name? Wait, are you related to Cindy?" And he loved my sister, so it was such a breeze for me that year. A breeze. He loved me for no reason. And I was like, you're not even ready for this. My sister was quiet in school, okay? I'm over here f***ing around, okay? I'm doing the most. I'm calling CPS on my mom today, so get ready.
Who's your favorite? I mean, who's your worst teacher then?
Oh, okay, yeah. So he taught AP World History, and he was. Do you remember him?
Well, I didn't take AP World.
Okay.
But I took AP US. She hated me.
Oh, then it wasn't that. No, there was this one history teacher who was so fucking mean. So fucking mean. Okay, I a lot of the times I didn't have a lunch period, or I would skip my lunch period. Long story. So I would get Cheez-Its from the vending machine. And I stuck it into my purse, and usually in class, I would stick a Cheez-It into my mouth, and I was really covert about it. I would suck on it until it was completely mushy, and then I would swallow it, because if you chew on it, they can hear you, and they can see your mouth move, right? So I was really covert. He would call me out every single class and make me stand outside until I was done with my whole bag of Cheez-Its, and he wouldn't even let me, like, not eat the Cheez-Its. Okay?
He force feed you?
Yeah, and then he would yell about how my Cheez-Its are causing rats to come into the school. And I was like, it sounds like a personal problem, because me eating Cheez-Its is not going to cause rats to come into the school. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you have rats in your room? That sounds like a you problem.
Yes.
Yeah. There was another history teacher. I'm so sorry. Am I just ranting?
So is it all you like history and?
Oh, there was
I
another
think these
history
foods
teacher.
are bringing back trauma.
There was another history teacher where I could not focus on her class. She was really cool. I really liked her, which is why I couldn't transfer out of her class, because I felt bad. But she was trying so hard to be the cool teacher.
Oh, what do you mean?
So this is how she taught class. World War II. So these dudes were fighting these dudes, and they didn't like each other. So then these dudes did this. Then these dudes did this. And I'm like, wait, I don't know.
Be Gen Z?
Yes, but because she kept saying everybody was a dude, I didn't know which side she was talking about did what. So it was like taking extra brain steps to keep up and to be like, okay, the Allied powers did this. Those are those dudes. But then the Axis powers are these dudes. But then those dudes are the Allied powers.
Maybe we should do that on purpose so you can
Bro.
think.
Bro, it was hard. Bro, it was rough. Okay, so anyways, that's not even what we're talking about today. I'm so sorry. Today we are talking about deathbed confessions. Do you know what a deathbed confession is?
Before you die, you confess something.
Yes. Okay, have you thought about it? What if you confess something and then you don't die?
I'll just die then. I'll just die right there.
He said I'll rip right then and there. Okay, so let's get into these deathbed confessions. A lot of these are from Reddit. A lot of these are from like online sources. So we're just gonna read them, okay? These are not confessions from you guys. Can you imagine? You're like, I'm about to die, Stephanie. F you. I'm like, okay, sorry. My dad had Alzheimer's and ended up in a secure ward. He was blind and almost deaf. I was visiting him one day and he didn't know who I was, but he started talking about me. He said that I had done better than him in life and that he was proud of me. He was a quiet man in real life and never told me when I was growing up. Looking back, he did things that my dumbass never realized were for me. Like when his retired colleagues asked him what he'd like as a present, he chose a specific calculator that he had no use for and he gave it to me for university. I thought he was just passing it on, not realized what he had asked for it with me in mind.
That is so sweet.
That's sweet, but also sad. Because why didn't he tell her in person? No?
Maybe he couldn't like
Express his emotions.
Too emotional. And you said he's a quiet guy, you know?
Damn, that was actually depressing. I was expecting like, I don't know, murder confessions, the bodies in the freezer.
That's probably the next one.
Yeah, it was like bodies in the freezer. It was me that called your mom ugly. Not sure if this can be classed as a deathbed confession, but my mother, when she was a very little girl at school, was given a job one day of getting the writing chalk from the high shelf. Unfortunately, she dropped the chalk. She picked up all the chalk, but didn't notice that one piece of chalk had fallen inside her vest. Later at home, when she got undressed by her mother for bed, the chalk fell out. My mother was severely punished for taking the chalk, and she was never forgiven.
So the grandma thought her
Yeah.
mom stole a chalk from the school.
Yeah. Okay, the injustice of the situation played heavily on her mind and for the rest of her life. So when my grandmother, her mother, was on her deathbed, my mom didn't want her to go believing her daughter was a thief. So my mother said, I really didn't take the chalk. My grandmother's deathbed response was, yes, you did.
And then she passed away?
What did I just read?
What?
What kind of person does that? I'm so confused.
Wow.
Wow, this-
Wow.
This grandma really has no chill in life.
Bro, that's like my grandma right there.
Like, never believe.
I swear to you. Okay, all right. So here's the mystery. Okay, I gotta talk to Tiffany about this.
Okay.
The mystery that's yet to be
Is
solved.
it the toilet? Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, you know, toilet, right? Water tank behind your toilet. You open the lid. You know what's going on in there, right?
Yeah, there's water and
Yeah, there's water. There's a little balloon. There's a little liver and all that.
Liver?
Not liver. What is
Yeah.
it? Liver.
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 A
What is
lever.
it? Lever.
Oh, lever.
Lever. Right.
ESOL strikes again.
And then there's some connecting whatever. One day, apparently there's something wrong with the toilet thing. My grandma opens it. Apparently there's a connecting thing, like connects to the lever that was missing or broken or whatever. I don't even remember. All I know was me and my sister was beat to the freaking
Edge of their lives.
Like she's like taking turns on us, trying to figure out who messed it up or who took it, who stole it. She's saying like one of us stole it. To this day, none of us, like me and my sister both say it's either of us, but we still don't know who. Like she still thinks one of us did it. Like she spent 24 hours and she's trying to make one of us to confess, but none of us did it.
What if she did it?
I mean, it's possible, I guess, but it's a lot of time, a lot of anger and trigger she spent on us, right? Like I feel like at the deathbed, I'm be like, Grandma, we didn't take it.
I did. I did.
She said, I did.
Stupid bitch. Dies.
No, she will probably say, yes, you did. And then bing, pass away.
Yeah. I don't know if this counts as a confession, but it felt like one. My grandparents have 3 daughters. Everyone always said that my mom was my grandfather's secret favorite. He never agreed. I heard he was on his deathbed on April 6th. Went to see him on April 8th. He was scary looking, and the doctor kept saying he didn't understand why he wasn't dead yet. Whoa, okay. Sorry, I'm laughing because what kind of doctor is like, I don't know why he's not dead. Like, what? April 9th, everyone but my mom had the chance to come and say goodbye. She doesn't drive, and my dad works 10 hours away. My grandpa kept saying her name. Well, saying he couldn't eat or drink, so it was more like a whisper. My mom came on the 10th, and he looked at her and smiled and whispered, my Amy. And he closed his eyes and never opened them again. You know, that's so sad because my mom's mom just passed away recently, my grandma. And my mom was my grandma's favorite. Oh, I mean, she would admit it while she was alive though, too, yeah. She has 3 kids, my mom. Like, I can't even describe to you. As a child, okay, you know, sometimes like my mom and I have a relationship where we like to make fun of each other. That's how we bond. If my grandma were there, she would get so pissed. She'd be like, don't make fun of your mom. But my mom could make fun of me all she wanted.
So I can't take your joke and think
No,
like
she just
No, she's
loved
just like
my mom.
loves it.
Literally
Very protective.
loves my mom. This is why I refuse to believe that my sister and Andrew don't have a favorite. They're lying to
Oh,
me.
they have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, exactly. One day I'm gonna like when they're drunk, I'll be like, say it. Say it.
That's the best part. When they're drunk. That's
Yeah.
Say it now.
On their deathbed, I'm gonna be like, Annie, which one? As my mother lay in hospice bed, dying of cancer, she beckoned me closer to her and said, I've hidden the money. I've hidden the money in the... She was having trouble speaking and her voice was cracking. She tried one last time. The money's in the... Her eyes closed, her breath stopped, and her head slumped onto one side. A few seconds later, she burst out laughing. She was pranking me.
Oh, that's a pretty good one.
That's so good! Oh my god, I have to do that with my future
I would do
whoever.
that.
It's so good.
Yeah.
But I think that's the saddest thing ever.
Wait, why?
Because like I find it more sad when someone's like already in because they're about to die. In such a sad state, and the last thing they do is try to make you laugh or
Like humor.
Stop!
You're
You're gonna
trying
make me
to-
cry.
I think that's even more sad. Like they try to crack a joke even though like they're literally about to die. I don't know. I find that even more sad.
So you think it's like she was
Yeah, I
trying to
agree.
make her daughter feel better?
Yeah,
laugh.
like
Because it's like a
come on,
sad
like,
situation.
what's on your mind? You're about to go.
Wow, that's a good one.
You say that's a good joke. I like it.
Okay, I have an amazing one. My great-grandmother lived a very long and interesting life.
It's all grandma.
Yeah, she was in her 20s.
Usually, like people get old.
Right.
She was in her 20s in the Great Depression. She had a wild streak from those days that we don't know much about, to the point that we actually don't know our great-grandfather's name, just the husband she took later. Over the course of her nearly 100-year life, she had collected owls. Literally thousands of owl figurines. She had clocks, wall hangings, pot holders, lamps, stained glass art, salt shakers, and more little figurines than you could imagine, all depicting owls. We all wondered the importance of owls. She never talked about them. We just all knew that she loved owls. Well, when she was nearing death at the age of 98 or 99, and the doc said that she had days, my grandparents went and talked to her, and they asked her if she had anything she wanted to share or ask before she goes. She thought for a moment, and then said, I never understood the owls. So she's the one collecting the owls, no?
Yeah.
It turns out she didn't really give a shit about owls. Near as we could piece together sometime, in the 40s or 50s perhaps, she bought either a trivet or a set of salt paper shakers that were owls. Then someone got her another owl as a gift. Those were the oldest owls anyone could remember.
Makes sense.
But from there, someone got her an owl to match, probably a pot holder or a placemat, and all of a sudden, her kitchen was owl themed. From there, it snowballed. The owls flowed like wine, baffling her for 60 years, eventually taking over as the bulk of her personal belongings.
So people thought she liked owls, so
owls.
they gifted owls.
Yes.
Ah.
The moral of this deathbed confession is, if you're not actually into something, mention it early. Oh my god.
That's a good life
so
lesson.
true. You're forever gonna get black shirts, even if you stop wearing
Oh
black
my God,
shirts.
that's so true.
I know.
That's so
I never
true.
understood
The black
the
shirt.
black shirt.
Do you guys have something that everyone assumes that you like, but you're like, it's not like my favorite thing, but thank you?
I don't like seaweed soup.
Oh, I hate seaweed.
What about you?
Headbands.
You don't like headbands?
Headbands. Everybody gives me headbands. I get so many headbands during Christmas. I am very specific about my
You mean
headbands.
scrunchies?
No, headbands.
Oh.
I either like very fun headbands, like gag headbands, or I like very specific headbands. But people think that I'm just obsessed with any headband that moves and walks and talks.
Okay.
Well, they don't move and walk and talk.
Yeah.
They just think I'm obsessed with any headband that they sell. So they straight up just will give me 20 headbands at once.
Hey, you know what to do now?
This is my public service announcement. I'm very specific about my headbands. I don't like just any headband. Oh, me. That almost happened to me. I had a shitty old pickup truck about 10 years ago. This is a comment that I painted like a zebra. No reason. I just thought it was funny. I painted it like a zebra. Well, next thing I know, my roommate gave me a zebra striped mug to match. Then my girlfriend gave me some zebra socks. I got suspicious, okay? Then a random friend gave me a zebra pot holder. They made it. They made it for Christmas, and I knew I had to do something. I sold the
They
truck.
made it.
Yeah, they made them a zebra pot holder.
Wow.
I sold the truck, accidentally dropped the mug. The pot holder disappeared into a drawer, and I stopped wearing the socks unless I had long pants that cover them. And I told everyone who would listen that it was hilarious that people kept getting me zebra things just because I painted my truck that one time, and everyone thought I was a deranged zebra fanatic. 3 people confessed that they had to return something after I said that. 3! That's just the ones that I know about. I dodged a zebra-striped bullet that day.
First of all,
Bro.
why would anyone paint their car into a zebra print if they're not into zebras?
This is
No?
so true.
Would you paint your car into a zebra print?
No.
Okay.
Unless
yeah.
I'm very, very passionate.
So it's a very safe assumption that if you paint your car into a zebra stripe, you like
Yeah,
zebra.
that's true.
Right?
That's very true.
You're trying to be a zebra.
Yeah, like I love giraffes, but you think I'm gonna be driving around, whipping around skirt in a giraffe car?
Maybe.
Maybe. Actually, the thought is now in my head. Not my story, but that of a hospice worker who spoke to my class. For those who don't know, hospice is a method of end-of-life care that focuses on alleviating the emotional and physical pain of a dying person to ease their passing rather than combating their imminent death. One of her patients was a bedbound woman in her 90s who was generally unresponsive, but had flashes of recognition and engagement. It's hard to gauge the level to which unresponsive patients are detected or detached from their surroundings, so they encourage family members to keep their company in hopes of soothing the patient. Now, this patient was from a U.S. state that prided itself on its state university and the university's football game. The woman's family had attended this university for 4 or 5 generations. During hospice care, however, her great-granddaughter was the first in their family to decide to go to a different school, actually the rival state's university, in fact. Her family was supportive of her decision, but often joked about her being the rebel or Judas or what have you. One day, they were all sitting around the woman's bedside, teasing the girl about her decision. Suddenly, the patient sat up, looked at her great-granddaughter, and said, "Traitor."
Because she goes to a rivalry school.
Wow.
"Shut up," said traitor. Shut down and died.
That's a little bit petty.
Fucking died, they said.
What?
Okay, just so you know, the hospice worker said her family eventually thought it was all hilarious. Go Bucks!
Go Bucks.
It's the football team.
Oh.
What the is going on? I don't know. These grandmas are unhinged.
Wow.
I bet she was holding on to that.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was. She was listening, and she was like, "When do I say it? I need to gather all
Just
my
waiting
energy."
for that moment.
Traitor. I cannot believe that.
How would you feel if someone said that? Like a grandma.
Bro,
said
I would be haunted for the rest of
Yeah,
my
right,
life. Are you kidding? I would be so traumatized. I don't even know how I would recover.
Yeah, exactly.
I used to be a nursing student, though I decided to drop out in my second year because it wasn't where my heart was. During my placement at the city hospital, I got to talking to an older man. He must have been like 88 then. He was talking about how I look exotic and always complimented my long hair, etc.
Okay.
For what it's worth, I've never felt threatened or I never felt put off about it. One day he told me something I would never forget. That I looked like the woman he wished he never let go. He said that he was completely happy about how his life turned out, loved his family, loved his wife who had passed, but he always thinks about this one woman he shouldn't have let go by. He described this woman and his relationship with her as the perfect little blip in his life. She was a petite Indian woman. I'm a petite Pakistani woman with long black hair and the most amazing smile. They met when he was 18 and she was 16. He was a jock at college and realized that her brother was taking the same classes as him, so he befriended the dorky Indian guy to get to his sister, who worked at the grocery store in town. That's how they met. And it worked. They dated for 6 months before she randomly broke it off. It turned out she was just uncertain about where their relationship would go and could go as an interfaith and interracial couple. The old man wished he fought harder, because her brother married a Chinese woman, and if it weren't for his jockey dumb attitude, he would have gotten over her decision to end things and fought harder for her to understand that it would be all right. Decades later, this petite, long-haired girl with an amazing smile, me, comes back into his life and he's flooded with memories of the love of his life. He said the 6 months they were together were just the most deep and loving and peaceful months of his life. He should have been with her, and she was the one who got away. He said back then you would fall in love in weeks and you loved hard, and that was simply that. Years later, I met a guy at work who ended up moving across the country for work. And I remembered what this old man said. And I followed my heart. I never let my love get away, and I married him this summer. You should at least try. Even if it doesn't work out, go for it and find out so you never wonder.
That's a wise man.
That's so sad. You look sad. Who got away? Got away?
Hey, come on, tell us.
Yeah.
I'm chasing my dreams. I'm right here.
Aww.
Any regret, like
Regret?
Yeah, you got
that
any
you
regrets?
missed out on, like?
Yeah, who's the one that
What do
got
you mean?
away?
I'm living my dream right now. What
Do
are
you think
saying?
in life there's always one that got away?
Oh yeah.
No.
I mean, no.
Not me.
No. No.
Wait, I'm confused because I don't feel like there's one that got away from me.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel, babe?
That makes me feel like we should appreciate each other more. And that makes me feel like we should appreciate our love more.
That's beautiful.
While I was growing up, my mother ran a nursing home. So from the ages 5 to 10, I spent every weekend with the residents because I had no school. Since I was a kid, these old-timers often confessed stuff that they thought that I wouldn't understand. It happened a lot, but 2 of them really stick out. One is funny and the other one is not. A woman was dying. She was maybe about 96 years old. She even had her last burst of energy where she thought she was better, and this is very common. A black delivery man came with some flowers. After he left, she looked at me with tears in her eyes and said, "I can't believe I'm dying without having been with a man of color." What? What?
Oh wow.
Bro, they're so old that they're so unhinged. So freaking old.
Someone get their grandma. Someone get their 96-year-old grandma before she starts twerking on the mailman.
No comment on that one.
The
What?
second one was while I was reading Bible verses to a resident. She suddenly looked at me and said, "I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to drop that baby in the well." But that's why you guys have to do good things and not kill people, because you're going to let it slip when you become a little bit delusional as you get older.
Oh my god.
My time to shine. I worked at a hospital in, I'm not going to be able to pronounce it, a small town near Munich for the last 14 years. My job there is not fancy at all. I move people around, throw the trash out, and occasionally I take care of some handiwork, fix a leaking shower head, stuff like that. As you can imagine, I get to see a lot of patients that come and go. Some of them pass away, such is life, I guess. I remember a few instances of people confessing to me their biggest regrets, and here are some examples. An old Polish woman told me that she regretted not f***ing Hitler when she had the chance. These are her words. And I quote, okay, see, that could go either way. Are you talking sexually? Or are you talking
I think it's pretty clear what she's saying.
They said, I wanted to ask her more for context, but I was afraid, to be honest. Yeah, same. I would have just left, okay? Another notable example was an old truck driver that used to work for an East Germany company, and he told me that he once ran over some kids with his truck, and he was too afraid to stop and check if they were okay.
And what's interesting is the fact that these people are telling this little kid, it must be weighing on their head for their life. Because why would you even bring it up if you're over it? Something so dark. So they're still thinking about this, and they're like, okay, maybe this kid wouldn't understand. Let me just talk to her about it.
Once another Polish lady told me that she used to be a sex worker during the Second World War and that she slept with very high up people in the government. She told me that she did not regret that part of her life, but that she could not tell anyone, and it was a heavy emotional drag. She also told me that she aborted more than 5 babies during that time. Would you guys be the type to ask for more context? Because this person said that they were scared to ask for more context. I think I would leave it at that too. Yeah, I think I would just act like I didn't hear, put the blanket on, wipe their booty, and get out.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
I would ask.
You would ask?
Really?
I kind of want to know,
I mean, sitting here, yes, but I don't know if in that situation
true.
you will be too terrified to.
Yeah.
Because it's dark. It's gonna be some dark.
But I also feel like I don't want to open these dark wounds
Yes.
right before they pass.
I wouldn't, personally.
Because, if I'm tell me about it, what if, especially the last one, what if it just completely shreds her apart as she gets into it?
Because it's mentally taxing for whoever's listening too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's a lot for you to take in and process.
I didn't see it, but my aunt watched her elderly mother fall down the stairs and confess just before she died that she wasn't her biological mother. She told my aunt that her oldest sister was actually her mother. The sister had gotten pregnant way too young, and that mom said it was hers.
Wow.
She revealed it in her very last breath.
Bro.
Wow.
I think I would get a little mad. Would you not?
Shocking, yeah.
The
I
whole
don't
time.
even know what I would feel. That's
I don't know
such
if
a
I'd be
weird-
mad.
Or just like confused or maybe
I would
mad.
just feel really confused on how to handle my life now. And I would think back on every little thing that happened. I'm just trying to see, like, because my sister is like my second mom. I'm like, okay, what if she was my mom?
What if she's actually your mom?
Yeah.
What if Jen is your mom?
Yeah.
But why would she not tell her maybe like when she became an adult?
Because it's
Because
hard.
it's too late.
Yeah.
Like, you lived your whole life thinking that's your mom. Why would you?
And it'll completely disrupt this happy family balance you have going on, you know? Wow.
That's it? That was it?
Happens more than you think is a comment. Daughter gets pregnant, tells only parents. Mom and daughter go on a long trip, and they return, and mom had a baby, raised as another child of the mom. A great aunt of mine says that her husband was on his deathbed. He confessed that he had actually shrunk 2 of her favorite and expensive sweaters by drying them many years earlier. She thought that maybe someone broke in and stole her things because he threw them away to hide the evidence. For years, she had hoped that they might turn up. She said she even suspected one of her friends may have stolen them at a party. Nope, he was just afraid to admit that he had ruined them for like 20 years. She forgave him, obviously, and they had a laugh about it right near the end.
That's a pretty good confession.
I shrink his sweaters all the time.
Fucking every day.
Every day.
Every day. That's why I stick to black shirts because
And then you feel like
everything else are shrunk.
Did I get swole?
Every day it's a honey.
Honey, this doesn't look right.
And then he
Speaking of that, I'm gonna give you a shirt. I think it will fit you now.
Wait, so literally, and then the routine is if I don't tell him, he finds it. And he goes, this doesn't look right. I go, no.
You look great.
And then he puts it on. The arms are at his elbows. And I'm like, yeah, I think that's how it was.
No,
Not really a confession, more of a retraction. My father was diagnosed with cancer, and after the initial surgery to remove tumors, he was very weak, in a lot of pain, and scared because for the first time in his life, he wasn't in control of what was happening to him. Let me preface the rest by saying this. He's always been very selfish. He only really does anything that either benefits him somehow or is convenient for him, including being a parent. We were raised by a single mother for most of our childhood, and then got an awesome stepdad from our middle teens to current day. My father had always told my brother and I that we aren't getting any inheritance, that he's going to spend it all before he dies. He's been single for 30 years, so no spouse either. We've always said more to not give him any power over us. That was fine.
We've always what?
We've always said that was fine, so that, he can't have power over them. It's his money. He should spend it how he chooses. So my dad is in the hospital thinking he's going to die any day. So he calls my brother and I, and he says he's realized that he doesn't need to be in a pine box before gifting us anything. He's going to give us each a chunk of money and watch us enjoy it before he dies. Now, this money did come with strings. We had to tell him what we were going to use it for, and he had to approve. So we both talked about doing some home improvement. This met with approval. He never said how much we were gonna get, but the idea he was throwing out there was a pretty high dollar amount, like a new pool for my brother, new floors and windows for me. So our eyes were kind of popping. It was very generous, and in my case, potentially game-changing, as I really do need both and I'm in no position to afford either. Fast forward 2 weeks and all the tests come back. He has a very treatable form of cancer that was caught early, and he has an excellent prognosis. Both my brother and I flew out to where he lives to take care of him after he got out of the hospital and start chemo. He sat us down and said something to the effect of, now that I'm not dying, there are still some things I want to do, so I'm not giving you any money. Totally his prerogative and his money, and totally in keeping with his personality, but still, oof.
So are they happy or are they sad?
Wow.
Yeah, I think they're sad.
Yeah, I think that was a little sad. That's a little depressing, no?
Wow.
Wow, that's a little
what
weird.
What the heck?
In my grandma's last days, she requested that mom stay with her alone, and it was only then that she revealed a secret that she had been keeping for decades. She revealed that my mom wasn't her biological kid. which is common in China because she had tried for many years and still could not get pregnant. My mother cried a lot, not only for the unimaginable pain that her biological parents likely went through after losing a baby, but also for the fact that my grandparents have gone beyond to treat my mom as their little princess. They literally treated my mom as her own. They were never abusive, only gave her the very best in life. They even willingly sent my mom to the US for a university education, even though they weren't rich by any means.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, so there are cases like that.
It's like very often too.
I guess more often than people think.
My great-grandfather was in his 90s when he died. Health was always good, but a benign tumor deemed too dangerous to operate on at his age went septic. He was dead a week later. I went to visit him in the hospital. My family used to see him a lot, but there was a falling out between him and my grandma several years before, so we stopped seeing them. Funny enough, though, I constantly ran into him at the store and we always had nice chats. Anyway, in the hospital, he told me not to worry about him. Most everyone he's known was dead and he was ready to die. The week he felt getting sick, he knew something was off and he made arrangements to get my great-grandma into nursing home. He took care of her with Alzheimer's so he wouldn't die until he knew that she was taken care of. They were married for over 70 years. My favorite part of the story is that every Sunday for over 50 years, he would drop my great-grandma off at church and then sit in the car and wait for her. He hated religion, but he loved his wife.
Now that's love.
Sounds like my grandfather-in-law. Although his wife passed first, he always took her to church even though he was an atheist. He loved her so much. After she died, he put a mattress in a van and traveled around the country visiting all 7 of his kids and then went home. It was his farewell tour and he soon passed afterward. Okay, that got very depressing.
That's some real love, true love. You think that love like that still exists today?
No.
I will wait for you. I will take you to the church if you
To
want
the
to.
grocery store, waits outside.
And I'll wait in the car.
Yeah, he takes me to the ice cream shop and waits
I
outside.
hate grocery store, but
Oh, he do be taking me to Sephora and waits outside.
Oh, that's love right there.
it's the same stuff, right? Our kids,
Basic.
grandkids gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
My grandpa used to take my grandma to the grocery store. He hates the grocery store, but he loves her.
What do you think we're gonna be like when we're old? Do you think we'll still be in love?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Totally. Absolutely. 100%. Yep.
Like, what do you think we'll do?
Yeah.
You
What
guys
do old people do?
You guys are grandpa and grandma,
Yeah.
right? You're doing mukbang.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh no.
I think he's gonna get into something weird,
Like what?
like a weird hobby.
Like what?
He's gonna become
I
obsessed
want to
with
live a
weird
new
hobby.
life.
Yeah, he always tells me that.
Like what?
Like just completely do something so random, like being a fucking street performer, or go out there into the sea and be a like little explorer, and then
Oh yeah.
like become a corporate lawyer. Like I always think about that too.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
he's like, what if I'm 50 and in law school?
yes. Like maybe like I'm 50 and like yeah, let's go to law school and
Yeah,
become
I'll
a lawyer.
call you if I need a lawyer.
I won't.
Okay.
I won't.
I think we'll be good at it.
My grandmother told all the kids, me and my grown-ass cousins, that she had a tattoo of the outline of Texas on her ass. The nurse in the room burst out laughing and confirmed it was true.
That was it.
Bro, that was it. Bruh. I don't know. Would you look at grandma the same? Why did you have to tell them that? I don't know if I wanted to know that, grandma.
The
Because your
ass.
ass big like Texas. Have you ever wondered what your tattoos are going to look like when you're a grandpa?
Oh my god, it's gonna be like wavy.
I always think old people with tattoos. I'm like, oh, they're the cool
hot.
ones. They were cool when they,
They
were
were
a
the
kid.
cool ones?
Yeah, they were real cool. I bet they got a lot of stories to tell. No, don't you feel like? Because if you see like a sea of old people.
See you.
That's a really weird way to put it. It's a really weird, bizarre visualization. But if you see like a sea of old people, and you don't really know their life story, but the ones with tattoos that are visibly showing, I feel like they got some stories, Maybe less and less now that tattoos are becoming more common, but especially if I see like an Asian grandparents, because tattoos were illegal for a very long time.
Bro, they're
Very rare.
yeah, I know. Like
Yeah.
I
They're
was
like in the fucking
I was part of
triad, the Yakuza.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I think a lot of Asian parents are very traumatized when their
Yeah.
kids get tattoos.
That's
They
why they're
hate
so
it.
strict, maybe.
they hate tattoos. Yeah.
Makes sense.
How are you going to explain your tattoo to your kids? Your anime one.
You know
Your
what?
anime
Oh,
one.
my anime one?
Yeah, to your
that's
grandkids. How are you
easy.
going to
I'm
explain
say
it?
this was my all-time favorite anime.
What was it about? Grandpa? What was it about?
Oh, it's about these titans that that came in.
I think he needs more meds to nurse. I don't know what he's
Grandpa
saying.
is not okay.
Yeah, which by the way, AOT is banging, but his explanation was not. Oh my god, can you believe one day we're gonna be in the car and our kids are gonna be like, Mom, your music is... Yikes.
Bro.
And then, like, literally we're gonna get bullied by our own teenage kids one day. They're gonna look back on my fucking videos and be like, "Ew, Mom, not cool. You were not cool." Did you ever think your parents were cool?
You are like everybody thought their parents are cool when they're young. So there's 3 stages in life.
Yeah.
First stage is when you realize your parents are not, because at first you think your parents are really special. They are so cool. You love them.
They're
like your
superpowers.
They have superpowers.
I think
when you're young, right? I thought my grandpa was like this hero. Like, right? Everybody has a person. And then what you start realize, one day you will realize they're not that special. And then the second time is you realize you're not special. At one point you think, oh, I'm special, but you will realize that. And then the last stage is when you realize your kid, they're not special.
They're not that special.
They're special to you.
They're special, but you will realize eventually. No,
Is
you
that
don't care
true?
about
We're just a bunch of normal people trying to live.
Yeah,
a
we
normal
are
life.
just normal, regular people.
Yeah, no
living
one's
out there.
special. Everyone's just...
Yeah.
Kinda
Damn,
like
this is a deep video, huh? These confessions are so deep. It's giving me so many like thoughts and
Me too.
feelings.
Makes you think.
I gotta go lay down and
Go lay down. You're gonna go lay down.
I can't go lay down.
Is it the school food giving you coma? Food coma? Hey, do you have a confession before you go lay down?
No.
I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments. Do you have any deathbed, not yours, but like any experiences, your grandparents, you know? Let me know in the comments. Or, ooh, should I start a Google Docs? I don't think that's
I don't
many
think
people
there's that
died.
much.
Yeah, leave it in the comments. Leave it in the comments. And make sure to check out Raycon, linked in the description for their Christmas countdown. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.